And now, stand and cheer for Tom and Dan. Paul Porter, Paul Porter gone. R.I.P. Paul Porter. The magic did him dirty. Right? Oh, where's your mic? Oh, there you go. There you go. Sorry. So now try it.
Playboy Cardi, the guy came out and he was like, that was like the first part I saw, you know? And he came out to like, and he did one of my least favorite things, which is like demand way too much of the audience, like way too quick, and then get mad when they didn't give it to him.
Yeah.
Like he charged out on stage and just was like, Miami, on your feet! Get on your feet, Miami! And then everybody's like, okay. And he's like, I said get on your feet, Miami! He started losing his shit at us.
When side characters ask for main character applause.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
and this, again, wasn't even Playboy Cardi. This was just like his hype man.
All right. Let me get rid of that.
I get so awkward when someone's yelling on stage for the audience to do something and no one does
That's why I do it.
Yeah.
You know that's why I do it, because like, and then if they don't do it, I'll double down, and if they don't do it again, I'll triple down.
Yeah, they'll do
and
it
if they don't do it again, I'll shame them and be like, come on, motherfuckers!
I've never seen a triple down not work.
Yeah,
you know,
I think all of my triple downs have worked.
They'll do it just to move on.
Just to get you to
stop. Which they should just hold their ground and not do it.
Florida is a hold your ground state. I believe that I did a triple down at Saddle Up during our final bikini contest. And I would like to...
Yeah, but sometimes you're doing it just to fuck with me.
I am, and I was. But I need to host one more so I end on a high note like Seinfeld. I need to host one more bikini contest. One more.
Was that the only bikini contest ever held like after 9 p.m.?
It looked like we were auctioning off teen girls is what it looked like.
Nobody wanted to be there for some reason. The girls didn't want to be there. The audience didn't want to. You guys didn't want to be there. Nobody wanted to be there.
Tom's wife was pregnant.
It was during the week.
It was like a Tuesday night bikini contest.
Yeah. It was during the week.
It's Tuesday night titties at Saddle Up.
Search bikini contest. See if there's any because I don't think they really exist besides from like
not
bike week
up until like a month ago. That bar that used to be the one that my wife passed out at upstairs. It used to be called High Tides, and it was just all it was girls in bikinis upstairs serving.
No, they work there, but
one.
I'm saying the contest element. I don't know if that really exists, right?
That's Mike Busey's whole thing, right? Like.
Well, that was.
He's living it. Now he's doing. Now, I mean, at this point, what he's doing is a Civil War reenactment, right?
Is that right?
No,
I may have lost track. I don't know.
Yeah, they still they do one on Super Bowl Sunday. They do one in Orlando at the Harley Davidson dealership. That's that's badass.
Oh, of course.
You want to go to
the bikers.
You're a Harley guy. Would you accompany me to a Harley Davidson bikini contest on Super Bowl Sunday, Ross?
I'll go watch some leathery grandmas prance around on a stage.
My scooter will be done. I'll ride my scooter up there, and we'll rent you a bike.
Okay.
We'll rent you a bike.
Okay, it's pretty affordable actually.
Let's do it. You want to rent a bike and ride with me and Ross? You want to ride, or is your pussy too big? Yeah!
Hold on. So we get on our bikes.
Should we be doing that?
Yeah.
Okay. Andrew's not going to let me do this. This is not going to happen. All right, here we go. In 3, 2.
Welcome to A Corporate Time with Tom and Dan. I'm Tom.
I am Dan. We are live on Twitch and YouTube. Come join us. Just search for @TomandDan Live. And you can see what we were talking about but before we hit record on everything in here in our beautiful studio here in Baldwin Park, Florida, Baldwin Park, Orlando, whatever you want to call it.
So
ladies and gentlemen, from the Orlando Talk Show, you may also know him from comedy. He's an award-winning comedy and writer. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Ross McCoy.
Hey, guys. How's it going?
So we do a little warm-up on Twitch before we start recording the show.
Just some jumping jacks, little push-ups.
Well, I mean, it's weird.
We come in there cold.
I think people don't understand that it would be impossible. If you're in there crunching the numbers and I'm in here writing emails back to people and doing stuff, Ross is telling me about his weekend and we're chit-chatting and that, but there's not a lot of talking going on.
Yeah.
But it would be impossible to run in here and go, 3, 2, 1, and then we're like, you would like, what would we do?
Yeah. I also just found out. I was like, something should have been taken out of our account, and then I'm like, why is it? I haven't seen that recently. Like, what's the deal? And they're like, sir, that hasn't been. You stopped that in 2022. And I'm like, what? And then I'm like, I don't know who authorized that. And they're like, you did.
And you did what we do, like when you're standing there with your groceries and your card doesn't work. You're like, hey, I got it. Let me get another card.
Put it aside. I'll be right back.
And then you never come back. So you can never go back to our account. So you have to drain the account today.
And what do you tell them that you're going to do? You every time that happens, you say, let me go check with my bank.
And they're like, sir, this is the bank.
It's just a number that's online. It's like you don't have to talk to anybody.
You're looking. They're logged into the bank.
Yeah. You're like, we slid your card.
Like they're
and
our
it connected
accounts.
to nothing.
They're the only people that can go into our bank account.
Well, even at the store, they're technically contacting your bank to see if you have the money, and you don't. So
and they're saying things like, and they're like, yes, he's right here.
There's nobody you need to talk to. Nope. There's no money. Anyway,
nobody at the bank who can put more money in your account.
Is that bad?
No. So then that's not even the point. The point is,
it's just your health insurance, Dan. Don't worry.
Is that I had to run in here, and then we have to get the show started, and then we're cold, so we have to do a little warm up. And then as we're doing the warm up, we started talking about bikini contests, and then we started talking about old bikini contests.
Let's just start there. That's a great point of origin, right? So the last bikini contest that you and I hosted, begrudgingly, we hosted it at Saddle Up. That was a bar. I don't even think it's downtown.
It's not there anymore.
Yeah, there was a bar downtown that was Western themed, and they did a little bit of advertising with us. And we needed the money at the time, and they asked us to host a bikini contest, and it was like a Tuesday night. It was Tuesday night bikinis.
Yeah. And it was back in the day where I would know something's a bad idea, but then convince Daniel to do it just for the money.
Yeah. And I will do things. I'm easily convinced, and we'll do things for money.
Yeah. But
it's important to put that out there.
Now, here's the thing. You're just doing it to support me. Because that's the real reason.
A lot of it is loyalty, I will say.
Because
there is a lot of blind loyalty. I will follow you to hell. I've said that before. I'll follow him to hell. I love this guy.
If they ask you to do it,
I'd say, oh no. I got a daughter. What the hell's wrong with you? I got a daughter.
I think this is before.
It was before my daughter.
Yeah.
Actually, this got me so horny. I went home and made a daughter.
And so anyway, we're hosting this bikini contest that nobody wanted to be at. And then we started talking about bikini contests.
This was so long ago. Andrea's brother showed up,
and then
that bar was very dingy. It was like
it was dingy.
It was the most ill-lit bikini contest in the history.
It was dark.
You could barely see the girls. It was crazy.
I like a low-lit bikini contest.
It's like too dark though.
A low-lit bikini contest. Everyone's an 8.
It was like romantic Italian dinner levels of darkness. It was bad.
Yeah. I forgot that we got you wrapped up in this.
How do we get you wrapped up into this?
Because that place is like a quarter mile from my house. I think I just swung by. I just came by. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're like, this ought to be good.
It was
and didn't we have buckets of water and it became some sort of a yes.
Was it water?
There were.
I think they asked us to do the water.
Yeah, they were like they were doing a bikini contest and they're like, and then they brought out 2 of those like metal buckets filled with like ice water and super soakers. And they're like, start hosing them down. And I'm like, well, this whole bar is made of wood.
So anyway,
and I think it took like 6 hours to occur because like only one lady actually showed up, and they had to call in some ringers to
we did have to wait for the ringers.
And then they're also, and they do this a lot. And me and Daniel have done a lot of different bikini contests earlier in our careers.
Yeah.
And
you worked the you worked the circuit. I feel like.
And they always hand you some list of suggested questions you could ask them during the Q&A period. Which I always tell them, I'm like,
here's a bunch of suggested questions. You got like, what's your favorite pizza topping? Of course, they're always gonna say sausage.
And then I'm like, I'm pretty sure no one wants to hear any questions, but they.
Yeah, what do you want to
we
be?
force it through.
What's your favorite sports team? That was a big one. Then everybody yelled, "Go Gators!" The place would explode.
So this is not even what I wanted to talk about. Then we started asking, is there still bikini contests out
Right.
there?
Well, what I wanted to say is I want to host one more because that one, I can't go out like that. I want to go out like Seinfeld. I want to go out on the top. Like there was a time when you and I would host Kerr's Wing House, the calendar edition bikini contest finals in Daytona Beach. There'd be sports stars there, you know. Herky Walls was there, sir.
I mean, it's the finals.
From the Orlando Predators, front row judge Herky Walls.
So then
He may not have been there. I don't know. That may be fake news.
Daniel found a bikini contest that they do at the local Harley dealership, which makes sense.
On Super Bowl Sunday.
Super Bowl Sunday.
Super Boob Sunday.
And then we started getting together a motorcycle ride.
Well, my scooter's done now, right?
Yeah.
My buddy's, he's tightening up a few things there. We got one more little pigtail to put on the charger, so it's a little more convenient. And he's working on that. And then we're going to rent you and Ross. We're going to rent you some bikes. You know, I see you more on a big. You need to be a big boss hoss. And then you need something like sporty.
Something sporty, yeah, exactly.
You know, like a V-Rod or like an older V-Rod. And then we'll get you a boss hoss. And let's do Tom and Dad, Ross McCoy, Wild Hogs.
And then we ride our motorcycles down to the Harley dealership.
Yeah.
And
We don't even care about the game. That's how horny we are. We're here for the ladies of the bikini contest and look at bikes we can't afford.
So let me get this straight. I'm on a boss hoss.
Yeah, it's a boss hoss. Big
then-
V8.
Ape-hangers. Definitely ape-hangers.
And you gotta have the right gear on too, dude.
It's burning
You
my,
don't.
It's burning my calves.
No,
out.
no.
It's so wide.
But you got. We're gonna
It's
suit
like
you
riding
up.
a horse.
We're gonna suit
My
you
legs
up.
are
Hold on.
spread.
It's also got those front pegs so you can stretch out a little
No,
bit too. when
you're
you're
all
rolling.
right now.
Caller, hold the line, okay? Hold on. Stop laughing and hold on. Okay, we're gonna suit you up. We're gonna get you the full. We're gonna talk to. Turkey Leg. We're gonna get you a brand new pair of jeans. We're gonna get you some real boots with the big metal rings on the
Dark
side.
jeans.
Harley, black jeans.
Oh,
like
yeah.
a bass player or a tuba player in
Yeah.
high school. You're wearing black jeans.
With chaps.
Fringe chaps.
We'll
Fringe
get you a
chaps.
jacket. We'll get you a Nazi helmet. The whole nine, man.
You're like, why is your helmet have a big spike on the top?
Yeah, it's in now.
And both handlebar handles have those braided ropes that whip you while you're riding.
Oh my God!
Whipping
Yeah,
ropes,
yeah. Whipping ropes.
And it's so heavy that when I stop and it leans
Yeah.
over. And
Oh,
then
yeah.
You're gonna wear
land-
knee braces, as if your knee gives out, you're gonna fall over.
Then I have to get behind it and like do that thing where I'm like squat lifting it from the back just to get
And
it back. on.
nobody helps
like-
you. They always make you do it yourself. I've had to do that before. Hold on, we got a caller.
All right.
Thank you for calling, sir. What's on your mind? Oh, did he hang up?
Sir. All right. So
You ruined the show. We were having so much fun. But yeah, would you guys ride up to the Harley dealership with me? We'll park our bikes. We'll watch the bikini contest. It's probably during halftime, I would imagine.
So let me get this straight.
It's got to be early in the day.
I'm on a boss hoss. Ross is on some sort of Sportster, maybe a Buell. You know,
Ooh, I like a nice little mule.
Oh
Yeah.
my!
Little sporty
Do you
Buell.
look at my computer? Look at that.
And-
That's what you. Do you know what this thing is called? Do you know what it's called? It's called Chrome Coming. Dude, it's called Chrome Coming. Chrome Coming is badass. Ross,
That's hard to beat.
We're going to
Yeah,
Chrome Coming. Will you be my date to Chrome Coming,
yes,
sir?
yes, I will.
Oh my God.
I hope we make the Chrome coming court.
Yeah, that is Chrome Coming, dude. Tom, it's called Chrome Coming.
There's two puns in one. And then so I'm a boss hoss. Ross is on a Sportster Buell, and you on our electric 1950s Vespa.
I'm on the gayest ride. Yeah. I am the gayest ride.
Silent Vespa.
Yeah, silent but deadly.
Yeah.
Nobody can hear me
and
coming.
then we're flying down I-4.
Oh, yeah.
Because your Vespa will go
It's
under.
very fast. It's scary fast. So, they've been telling me it's
Yeah,
under
you're-
braked. In
right.
fact, my mechanic that's working on it, helping me out, he's like, he's such a nice guy, and he's been in a really bad motorcycle accident. I won't go into particulars, but he's one of those guys, right?
Yeah.
And he will not. I was like, hey, I'll drive it from Longwood. He's like, no, you won't. And he's like, no, I'm gonna trailer it over, and you're gonna get used to it. And
Trailer?
Yeah, he's like, you're not doing that. And he's
No,
like, we're not, because everything's new on it. The whole
Right.
suspension, everything is brand new. The wheels are bigger. I've never had 10 inches on it. I've only had 8 inches on it.
I want to see you go 90 down my floor
the bridge.
with just sandals, shorts,
Tank top, backwards hat.
backwards hat.
I look like Mario.
I'm gonna box Haas full leathers, and then Ross street bike helmet.
This is from last year's Super Bowl bikini contest, Chrome Coming. This was the second annual. They said the Pro Bowl can eat their hearts out because the Super Bowl bikini contest stole the show and spotlight in Orlando, Florida. The NFL staged its biggest game, Super Bowl, whatever. And to celebrate, Orlando Harley Davidson teamed up with Florida's finest bikini babes for an amazing bikini contest.
Is Florida's Finest Bikini Babes an organization or a group?
It's a charity that we're now shifting all of our proceeds.
FFBP, you know.
Yeah. We used to work with the Yellow Brick Road Foundation, but Tom lately has been considering other charities. He's been considering
Florida's finest bikini babes.
That is fantastic.
I'm gonna have to talk to Mo about the Just Call Mo Comedy Jam. Maybe switching sponsorship. You know?
You never know.
Yellow Brick Road's had it good for too long.
Yeah, share the love. Maybe we'll split some of the money. Oh wait, can't say share the love. That's Subaru.
Who's hosting this?
Right off the dome. I want to say Super Dave.
Yeah. He
But
does a better
I
job
don't
than
see anybody hosting it.
It probably literally is just some guy off the sales floor.
You know what? These are all
DJ.
ringers. I'm looking at the comments. They're all ringers. One of them was Amber Nova, who wrestled at our 9th year anniversary and is on the Monsters all the time.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she's very beautiful.
She's part of the FFBB?
Yeah, I think she's part of the FFBB.
All right.
Yeah. Florida's finest bikini babes.
Because I assumed this would be like, my mom and other biker wives, like up there on the stage prancing around in their bikinis, but they brought ringers in for real.
Oh yeah. No,
let me ask you guys. Maybe we've moved on from that, but there used to be a time when you would have a bunch of ringers on there, and we've seen this before in our own bikini contest, in our own contest across the 20 years. I'll just say blanket 20 years of Tom and
with
Dan.
Venezuelan Leo's sister.
Yeah, we were having a sexy bull riding contest. We had girls that were 13s, 14s out of 10. I mean, just beautiful women, athletes. And then we had a bigger and spicier woman get on there and aired it out, and she was like, $2 bills. And she won the whole damn prize.
The audience likes the ringer.
Yeah,
the opposite of the... If they know it's FFBBs up there, and then one rando, they'll go for the rando.
Oh, rando or over FFBB all day long.
Especially our listeners who like comedy. Maybe the random Daytona Beach Bike Week crowd may not fall for that, but... our listeners.
But you know what our listeners don't think about? They don't think about you and I behind the stage having to explain to all of these girls who are now cursing at us. Because they'll just start cursing at you because they know you're joking. Right? They know that it's a joke. They know the whole thing is stupid, and they know that what's happening is not reality.
Mad. They're
right?
mad.
And they're mad as hell.
Didn't
we have one storm off?
Yeah, oh yeah, she stormed off.
I don't know if I've even ever told you guys this one. The one event where we had lady bull riding.
Yeah.
And me and a celebrity guest judge judging.
Busey was
yeah, it was about Busey. Let's just say.
Yeah.
So like in our little, we had like
COVID fest.
It was like 5 minutes into COVID, and I'm sharing a mic with Mike Busey. Yeah, that's exactly right. And so we did a little pre-meeting. And it was just me and him and judging, and I think we were just doing like little 10 cards or whatever. Lady gets up, ride the bull, we hold up a card, says the number, whatever. And so I said to Mike, I was like, hey, listen, you're obviously the big draw. You're the celebrity here. Like, I'll go every round, I'll go first, and I'll just give everybody like a 1, 2, or 3 and just crap on them, right?
Yeah.
And then you can step up and you can be like, hey, no, you were good, and give them like whatever, and you can kind of pick the winner. I don't care, like
you're setting him up for him to be the hero, and you're the heel. And
I'm playing the heel.
Isn't this good cop, bad cop? So to speak.
So like, and
you're
so
gonna put him over though. Yeah.
Yes, let him here. I will be the heel, and then in my reflected like unlight, you will be even greater and shine more. And and I didn't realize until like literally the final couple rounds that he was using that opportunity to make it so his girlfriend and his girlfriend's girlfriend won every prize.
Yeah, confirmed by the chat room. Yeah, the chat room's was there. Yeah,
it literally like as they were winning, I was
that,
like, oh wait, he just gave a giant TV to his girlfriend's girlfriend and a big wad of cash to his girlfriend, who both rode here on the bus with him.
Well, I mean, in all seriousness, Ross.
At that point, I'm just trying to get as drunk as possible to forget that we're killing people.
Yeah. Also, during COVID, we didn't know how it was going to shake out. I don't really fault him for every man for himself.
At that point,
you know what I mean? Yeah,
sure.
Because it was the very beginning, and I feel like this is no different than stealing food. You know, like you may have needed a TV. You know, who knows?
So Ross, I saw that you went down to see The Weeknd down in at Hard Rock Stadium.
I spent 18 hours in Miami this weekend. Yeah.
Okay, so tell us about it.
So The Weeknd was playing. I bought tickets, I don't know, like 6-8 months ago or something, whenever they announced them. And right when I did that, I was like, hey, I wonder how much it would cost to take Brightline down there.
Yeah.
And so, which is, if you're listening out of the area, it's a train that goes from our Orlando airport down to Miami, basically, right now. Blows through Fort Lauderdale and a couple other towns on the way. And so, train ticket was like $100 for both ways.
Wow, that's affordable. Also, the train names are too nice now. I mean, I wish you were like, I had to take the old 74. Down to the 810 or something. You know what I mean? Like the bright line. It's so nice. You know, like I feel the 810 to Yuma, right? Like what? Take the number. I gotta take the 1740.
Dude, how cool would it be to take the city of New Orleans from here to Miami?
Yeah, I like that.
So yeah, got the Brightline ticket, and but the only drawback was that like the concert was gonna end. So like you figure. Like door time's 5:30. Show's supposed to start at 7. They always start 2 hours late.
Yeah,
Weekend's gonna go on at 9. Play for 2 hours at least, right? And unfortunately, the last train out of Miami is at 11. So I'm gonna miss the last train out. There's no watching the whole show and then getting from the stadium back to the train station in time. So I'm staring. I got a $100 train ticket, which is like beating gas and parking and driving there like all day long. But I have to spend all night in Miami until like 6 the next morning.
Yeah, that was a rough. That's a rough plan, Ross. Because I got to tell you, like I would
Ross
be sitting.
Is tough. He's a tough guy.
I know, but I would be sitting at the concert, and then I'd see a little bit of the show and like a little bit of who I wanted to see, and then I'm staring down at an entire night till 6 in the morning, and I'm like, I got the gist, and you know what I'm saying? Like I don't think I'm staying till the end.
I'm not doing that anymore after what happened at Casey Musgraves. After I am going to the end of all concerts from now until I stop watching concerts. I have to.
And any hotel room down there is $500. So
exactly. Yeah, there's no staying in a hotel for like 3 hours and then going to the train station for $500. And and it doesn't help that like 5 minutes before the Weeknd took the stage, my wife texted me, "Hey, train ticket at 11 is only $50 if you want to come back." It's not gonna work, babe. So you talk about planning. I didn't plan any of this. It's funny, Dan. I was thinking about Andrea the whole time because I literally like my train out of Orlando is at noon on Friday for like the Friday night show.
Okay.
And I was packing my fanny pack at 10 in the morning.
Yeah. She would have been packed for days.
Leading up to. I got it down to a fanny pack. All I had with me was a fanny pack with a book, a couple of drugs. My wallet, phone, chargers, and stuff. That's it.
Yeah.
And
I knew what was inside. I did the math.
You would have missed book. You'd be like, that thing.
Yeah. I was like, book.
The thing he carries. I don't know.
You could have fit more drugs in there without that book.
Yeah, the ruined pad of paper.
And so when I booked the train, I wasn't really paying attention to, like, I booked for Miami station, and it turns out that Aventura station is way closer to the stadium.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I booked
the Hard Rock. Everybody thinks it is in Broward. It's like calling Daytona, or I would say more like DeLand, Miami. Or Orlando. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So it's like it's that much more north than Miami.
How many miles?
It is like from Orlando to DeLand.
It is about 15-20 miles, yeah.
So it's like saying
20-some?
Like DeLand's Orlando.
Yeah. But here's the difference between here and Miami. Like that, because you can see it from the stadium. You can see the whole like cityscape. It is all giant buildings from what you're saying, from downtown Orlando to DeLand. It's all giant buildings where they like here we have a lot of swamp in between.
There's a lake, a river.
But in Miami, when you can see the whole cityscape at once, it's pretty wild. And so I got there, and I was thinking the train station I was getting off at was about 10 miles from the stadium, and I had 4 hours to get there. So I was thinking I'd just walk a lot of it, like I'd just walk and maybe get some food and see some sights. And I got about a mile into the walk, and my shoes are melting. I've been attacked by iguanas like a dozen times.
Yeah, I saw your iguana photo. That was a big boy.
Everywhere. It's insane. And then
there is.
And you can just kill them, right? Like, can't you just whack them with a stick? Like that, people don't care.
Oh, there's tours now where you can have like high-powered, essentially pellet guns, but they look like AR-15 rifles, and then you just go down the canals of Miami and just shoot iguanas. And that's their tour.
I'm not too big on killing things, but
no, they're invasive.
Fun.
They're invasive.
Literal gangs of them everywhere. Oh, yeah. It's insane.
You'll never get rid of them. Like, there's no way. It would take some global.
Yeah, you would have to nuke the whole south of Florida. It would.
Yeah, and they just get frozen and come back to life. Like so, it's like, and it's never getting that cold again.
Can you freeze them to the point where they'd shatter and still come back to life? That would be awesome. I used
like
to
the
do
Terminator,
like gummy bears. Like every kid's done that.
So they look like floor-based creatures. They're like very much like on the ground-ish.
Yeah.
But then you walk towards them, they will run right up a palm tree like they have no gravity involved. It's wild.
Yeah, you've seen the red ones, the ones.
Oh, they're good luck if you found the red one.
There's a new one that has like a red head, like the back of its head, and that's the new invasive iguana. That's like
the redhead iguana.
Yeah, it's taking over
like
everything. I saw him when I was down there in Miami.
Is this the equivalent of the peacock bass? Iguanas?
Yeah. But there used to be the standard green long iguana that everybody's
redhead iguana.
Yeah, and then now there's this redhead one that's smaller, but I guess it's even worse.
This is also kind of out of just a vignette, but I walked past an office building, a regular office building, 3-story office building, car parked next to it. Like, it's like a medical transcriptionist. There's like some doctor in there, but like one whole quarter of the front of it was a quote-unquote macaw sanctuary, and they were screaming like they were being murdered over and over and over again.
That's their normal scream, right? I don't think that's bad. I think that's just them being them.
But this is like a quarter-acre, like 3 stories high, just chock full of macaws, and there's like business happening next. I couldn't believe it. Like, I'm trying to imagine like being at my desk tippy-typing and just right out the window.
The allure of a parrot or bird
sounds good on paper,
but even on paper, what are you getting from
They're pretty.
They're just staring at it. All right. Yeah, it's the scream of the parrot.
You don't think it's companionship at all? Because when I see bird people, they talk to their birds. And I'm not villainizing bird people, even though I hate birds and I would never have one. If it makes you happy, I will make fun of you.
Yeah, but just get a cat.
I talk to my dog, and she doesn't scream all the time.
Yeah. Like, you can make an argument a cat dog is better than the bird.
I think you think the bird. Okay, there's got to be something.
It can talk, but
there's got to be a part of you that thinks like I have a bird, I'm better than other people, right?
It is nice petting their little heads, petting a little bird head. There's something.
I've never had the opportunity to do that because every bird I've come in contact with, people tell me don't move. Is that bad? Like, no, not just you.
No,
I don't want
to cage
that.
too long, and then it'll get bite crazy.
That's not fair to Crystal. Not just interactions with the Vans. I'm talking every bird. The Cunninghams, that's another family in DeLand that I grew up with. The bird would fly over. It was a little green cockatoo, and when it lands on your shoulder, everybody's like, freeze! And you're like, okay. And then they're like, don't move. And then the mom would come over, and she was obese, so it'd take her a minute. And I hope he doesn't listen to this because they're still there. And she would waddle over Gilbert Grape style, like waddle, and I'm just frozen in there because it was always out on the patio.
Yeah.
Because you leave the bird out in the swamp Florida patio, and then she'd come over, come here, oh my God, my little baby, come here, all right, come here, and then it would start tonguing her. It'd open its mouth and put its little gray tongue out, and it would be licking her, but it fucking hated me.
Jet black devil tongue.
So I adjusted plans at this point, and I call an Uber, and I want a little something to eat. So I'm like, but I don't want to like, I'm gonna. There's no friendly toilet for 100 miles, and I'm here until the next morning. So I took and Uber to the closest Wendy's to the stadium. Figured like a Dave single, some fries. Can sit on that until the next morning, no problem.
You're going with, you're trying to go for the
tried and true,
the most American, classic American.
Just something tried and true that I can put in my belly. And
my dad is in heaven right now going, that's a goddamn good order, Ross, because my dad loved a Dave single.
Yeah.
Dave single, no cheese.
I think Ross
Large fries.
Ross isn't concerned about anything. He's like, what's the least sketchy place around here? The closest fast food restaurant to an NFL stadium. That won't be rough.
So at this point, I eat my single, and I'm still thinking that Miami is at all walkable. I'm about half a mile from the stadium, right? And Google says just walk this way, you'll be right there, no problem. And I start to walk that way, and I encounter an intersection that is somehow canals on all four sides. It like there's no pedestrian avenue at all. Like the best case scenario, I get up on a guardrail and walk it between a canal and active traffic to where I need to go. That is the only possible.
They didn't make any walkways out of the stadium towards Miami. They're like, no one's walking.
You drive in, you drive out.
This is not the Orlando City Stadium. You're walking from Church Street.
I walk around for like 30 minutes, and this intersection is literally impassable by foot. I would have to climb at least one barbed wire fence into a traffic lane and then run across 3 lanes of traffic to do this at all. It's crazy. So I go back to Wendy's. I call another Uber. And this time I just need the Uber to take me through the intersection, basically. You drop me off on the other side of the intersection. I'm fine. I can see the stadium. I can see it. It's right there. I can see it. It's giant.
This is so frustrating.
So the Uber comes. I get in. He gets me to that intersection, and it takes us like 15 minutes to get through that intersection. So, like, maybe I had a couple Jack Daniels on the train. I'm, like, a little bit distracted. I get on my phone, and the next time I look up, I am 5 miles away from the Hard Rock Stadium. Just away. I went 4.5 miles in the wrong direction, right? And the guy, and I just start to, and the whole time I'm, like, looking at my phone, and, like, we are going towards a spot that says Hard Rock Stadium. But I didn't really notice that it was 5 miles away from the actual Hard Rock Stadium.
Okay, all right.
So, like, we get to this spot, and then he pulls into the middle of the road. He pulls into the turning lane of the road and stops. And there's a guy there with a golf cart, and he points at him, and he goes, he'll get you there. And I'm like, what? Well, sir, I contracted you to take me to the Hard Rock Stadium, which was half a mile from where we started, and now I'm 5 miles away. You can't possibly be dropping me off, right? And he's like, yeah. You get now in that golf cart, and that guy will take you to the Hard Rock Stadium. And I'm like, oh, and he does that for free? No, that is an additional charge.
Okay, so he was basically setting you up because his buddy had.
He kidnapped me. He kidnapped me and took me 5 miles away. And at this point, like, I know Miami is unwalkable. There are also chickens in the street, which I take as a bad sign to get out and like walk around in Miami.
Well, it's not in Minecraft. It's actually a good thing. That's such a nerd dad joke.
So I kind of go into confrontation mode first. Like I put the confrontation clutch in, but I don't shift into gears, and I realize like I'm in the middle of Miami. I have no recourse. Like, what I'm going to call another Uber? He's going to take me further away.
I hope the guy in the golf cart takes you to a guy with a scooter. Then he's like, and he'll get you there.
He'll take you to the boat. Bring a roundabout.
So I just go, okay, what does he need me to do? Where do I go? Do I go get in that golf cart? What do I do? And so, like, a long conversation in Spanish that I can't follow at all ensues. And it seems like they're working out terms.
Wait, he only spoke Spanish? That's weird.
Yeah, I've never heard
the
of
Miami
that,
I know.
It seems like they're working out terms for this gentleman to take me to the stadium. And then while that's happening, another golf cart pulls up with like 4 people on it, but 2 open seats. And they go like, hey, we got room for 1. And so I just get out and jump on that golf cart and go.
Okay,
right?
all right.
Because like
because you heard English, right?
It's nothing but golf carts. Like there's no other option. They're everywhere, and they're all obviously.
So it was what people were doing.
I think like I got kidnapped. I got kidnapped for sure because he took me 5 miles out of my way. But I think certain people will like park in parkable areas and then Uber to this spot and then take the golf carts in, and it may be the best bet for them.
You know what? They probably have a system that no Uber drivers can get close to the stadium because, and then the cops outlawed that because I know for a lot of different
because they'll just park and sit,
and they'll clog up the flow of traffic.
It's like Uber Eats is having that now too. Yeah. Like you're starting to see places that do a lot of Uber Eats, like bigger restaurants, are like they're like you can't do that. You're taking up all our parking. So like our patrons that want to eat inside don't have any place to park.
No, they had a whole Uber corral. This is a scam.
Okay, yeah. Because I was about to say, then like I know in St. Augustine there was a specific Uber lane for just drop off and pick up because the city wants Uber drivers instead of drunk drivers. So it's like they cater to it.
But I could see like certain, if you live in Miami and you want to park close but not that close, and I could see this being a system that works. But for me, it was an extra $20, and they took me to a point that was exactly as far away from where I needed to be as the stadium. It just didn't have an impassable intersection between it. You know? So the golf cart took me to like somewhere that was still a mile away from how to get into the stadium, but it was walkable.
And you're always at the wrong entrance. Like I've noticed that anytime I enter a stadium, I'm a 180 from where I should be.
Yes.
Always.
Yeah. So here's the thing. I'll defend the scammer for a second. Okay, so I'm trying to feed my family, Ross. So listen, I'm in Miami, and I may not want to scam the locals because I have some morality, and I'm like, I don't want to scam any locals. But then I see you walking dressed like Napoleon Dynamite
with my Mickey Mouse fanny pack.
Yeah. Obviously, weekend where you all weekend up. Yeah. Okay, he's all weekend up. I know he has to. By the way, you've given me the greatest clue. You have to get to the show. You're a super fan. You're from weekend head to toe.
Yeah. So, and then at a weekend concert, and then I see you walking, and you're like, well, I need to feed my family. I have to get
Spanish. No Spanish.
I have
number
to get
one.
that extra $20. I'm going to take advantage of this guy. No harm, no foul.
Golf cart guy, I have no problem with. That's an ecosystem that like has evolved and it works. Whatever. The only problem I have with is the Uber guy who took me. Again, he took me so close to the stadium. He took me like within a quarter mile of the stadium. I could have, where he turned and started to go away, I could have got out there and walked even easier than taking the golf cart.
But the golf cart guy
took me 5 miles away.
Gives me a $10 kickback for every person I drop off. You see what I'm saying? I have to feed my family, Ross.
Yeah.
And you're obviously a tourist from somewhere far away.
And by the way, this golf cart was like on surface streets, going 60 miles an hour, no seatbelts, no sides or windows or anything. Honda Civic's like right there in traffic with us. And,
that's the new thing, man.
Dude, it was so fast. And then right before they get to the stadium, they must have this little thing where they worked out with a business that they can pull into their parking lot and drive like across the frontage where they would have run into traffic and kind of stopped. But like you pull up and you pull into this gated complex basically. And I was like, oh, here's where I get murdered.
Yeah. They take you through, fleece you, and then dump the body out the other side. It's like a murder factory.
Because I text the guy in the golf cart, I'm like, hey, murder this guy and steal his fanny pack
steal
of
that
drugs.
fanny pack. There's drugs in there. Throw the book away.
Like, I know I saw him do drugs in my Uber.
He smells like drugs. Take his drugs. Throw his book away.
Put him in the canal.
So I get there. Concert's awesome. And then, it's over at like 11.
Any surprises
20.
in the concert?
Yeah. Playboy Cardi opened.
Nice.
And then came out, did a couple songs with The Weeknd. And then right after that, he did a Future cover and brought out Future.
That's huge.
Yeah, stadium went crazy. It was awesome. And dude, The Weeknd's so good. And I'm excited to see him in Orlando now because I've seen him in Tampa and Miami. And he just shows so much love to the city he's in, like while he's there. I can't wait for him to do it to Orlando.
When is the Orlando show?
24th.
Okay. Where's he at now?
He just did a night in Miami, and then I'm not sure about the tour between here and there in Orlando.
Interesting.
It's weird because these tours are so big that they'll jump and they'll be like, I'm in Milwaukee, and then I'm in Orlando, and you're like, what?
They pick up dates too.
And
that's what happened here because the Orlando date was one of the original of the tour, and then it just all sold out so quick. They added a bunch of cities, a bunch of dates. Miami got added second, and then added a second night.
And then you're like, wait a minute, you have to drive drive the semi trucks all the way to Milwaukee, then back down to Florida. Like that's costing you tens of thousands. And you're like, we're making $100 million. It doesn't matter. Yeah, like that's all just a small.
Actually, they're probably making enough on the show to justify it like so many times.
Yeah.
That night, actually, it was announced that I forget the exact records, but he had like the largest grossing tour since like Whitney Houston or something. And then also it was like the largest grossing tour this summer. Wow. With like dates still on the horizon.
Those when you fill an entire football stadium,
right.
And then the field too, like people like, oh,
Absolutely.
How many does it sit? Like no, and I know sometimes they push it up against the corner and they block off some seats, but some artists like
the back half of the stadium was like because that's where the main stage was. That wasn't open.
Is
but
it
the whole
still
rest
like traditional style back of the stage? Because now they're making it in the round. Some concerts are in the round.
This one was like there's a big stage at one end, and then there's a big long walkway to the other end with like a minor stage, and then there's a little cross shape of it too, so he could work all quadrants of the stadium.
Cool. And then it's like the cheapest ticket in the worst seats are $250 a piece, you know. And then it's how much are the tickets close? Like $1,000. It generates so much money, and then merch, and then concessions, and whatever the deal they have with
Uber scams.
So just so
Golf
much.
Cart Man,
and local Wendy's cashing in.
And you're doing this
single
week after week. It is, when I said $100 million, I first thought, I probably yelled out too much, but I'm like, over the total, world tour of a year, it
might be
brought
more
so
than
much
that.
money.
Yeah, it's crazy.
As he said in a song last, $250 million in an off year.
Yeah. It's a lot of money involved in this. It's crazy.
So the concert was awesome. I kind of like. Everything went so haywire, and I was so unprepared for like the heat and the lizards and the not being able to walk of it all. Like when I sat down and like in my seat with a couple drinks or whatever, I kind of was like, was this worth it? Like, was this really worth it? But then the concert was so good immediately. Like the weekend started singing, I was like, yeah, this was worth it. And it was so good.
And so you just stayed up all night long till 6 a.m?
So my plan was, again, nothing's going to plan, right? So I was like thinking Hard Rock Stadium, Hard Rock Casino. Why not like buzz over to the Hard Rock Casino and just, it's open all night. Why not, and spending $500 on a hotel room. Go gamble $500 all night.
I love that your addiction is eroding your sleep. I love that.
Just in this particular occasion, and sometimes when I go and gamble at the Orange City Poker Room until 4 a.m. Just on those particular occasions, that's very few. So, but then it turns out while I was being kidnapped, I ended up looking at the map a little closer, and there is a casino right there. Like it's basically in the parking lot of the Hard Rock Stadium.
Really?
And it was the first and only thing in Miami I found that I could walk to.
I did not know that they had a.
I didn't know that either.
It's like this big. It's the size.
Is it a Hard Rock sponsored thing or no?
It's called Calder Casino. It's about the size of 3/4 of a Dave and Buster's. It's not quite as big as the Dave and Buster's, and it's all slots. I knew I was at home when I walked in, and they had advertised paper, rock, scissors for money, and also never seen it in a casino before, but it immediately warmed my heart and made me feel like I was at home, a Coinstar machine.
I wonder if this is one of those weird casinos where they skirt the law.
Here's Calder Casino
by making the slots like pay out in a certain way where it's not 100% gambling. Because it was my understanding the only like legal gambling could happen on like Native American
tribal
proper
land or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know if the Calder is a tribe or what, but this is a full service casino. They had not
table
like
games.
They did have some table games. They didn't have like craps. They had bubble craps. Have you seen that?
No.
It's like electric craps, and you play like a little electric board, and there's like a little air tube, and it bounces like Yahtzee style, 2 giant foam dice for you, and you play craps like that.
Do you actually exchange money?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
It says spin and win. 1,100 of the latest, greatest slot machines, including all-time favorite. They do have a card room.
Paper, rock, scissors for money.
Yeah, live table game action. Be sure to check out our table games, the card room. We're dealing live card games, Ultimate Texas Hold'em, 3-card poker.
Yeah.
Are paper, rock, scissors? Are you playing a dealer? Like
I think you are.
Human?
It was, again, I got there at like from midnight. I was there from like midnight to 4 in the morning. So like not everything was all fully operational, but I assumed like, because I looked at it a long time trying to figure it out. I assume there's like a 3-button scenario.
Here it is. It's right here. Paper, rock, scissors. Win up to $1,000. 2 players will be selected every 30 minutes.
Okay, so that's one of their like promotional things.
thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like when I went with Craig for the fireworks trip, him and another guy played War for like $600 as a promotional thing. But yeah, so the Coinstar machine was the cincher. I was like, yeah, this is my home for the next 5 hours. And they had stuff like they had these machines. Dan, I feel like you would love this. They had these machines where it's like, you know, like the old gauntlet machine where there's like a big
Wizard needs food.
So there's like a big gauntlet.
that game?
There's a big gauntlet style like front portion of it, and then a big screen in the back where a bikini lady on video deals you blackjack.
Yeah, I'm all about digital bikini ladies, man. The horniest games get me. I'm such a mark for the casino, all of them. Anything pop culture too. I walk to the casino, they got a Dog the Bounty Hunter slot machine. I'm there.
Oh yeah, they had.
So who are the other patrons at 3 in the morning in the casino next to the Hard Rock Stadium?
There were a few people also walking around with like the weekend merch bags. So a couple stragglers from the stadium, and then
that would make sense, right? Like you guys like the same band. You're there to gamble.
Old dudes playing video poker. There was a lot of old dudes playing video poker.
Okay.
And again, this is very off time. And then just most people are playing slots. Most people are just messing around on the slot machines.
What's the loophole? How are they able to do this?
I have no idea.
I figured Miami is just a different country at this point, right? Like that's kind of what I decided.
That's what Tom says all the time. Off the air.
Again, it's the more Fort Lauderdale, Broward area, but it's still, you know, I'm telling you, there's like technicalities with how games are set up, and then
I'm telling you, this was just a casino because they had slots ahoy, they had all these dumb little machines, and then they had a card room, and then just like Orange City, they had a number of tables for like 3-card poker, the ultimate poker that I like, and like, you know, all that stuff, DJ's Wild, all that stuff.
Well, so maybe like a card room type of deal where it's like because those card rooms are not like Native American, right?
No, but they also don't have 100 slot machines out front either. So like, there is a difference.
Yeah. There's some difference between like card room rules and and then actually like Hard Rock Casino. Like the only casinos I know of are down there in Fort Lauderdale and Tampa, the 2 casinos.
And you obviously know the area better than I do, but like just looking at the map, there was tons of little casinos about. Like I don't know if they all have that situation or what, but this one had like video blackjack, they had slots and cards and everything.
Yeah. So it must be operating some other laws because there's Miccosukee down in Miami
in 2010. It's been open for a minute.
And so there's a Reddit r/gambling. And 99% of it is guys coming in and being like, hey, I won a bunch of money on this online casino, but they need me to put my bank information to collect. Is that legit? And it's not. Never is. And then every once in a while, there'll be like a thread about like what slots are good and, you know, what to, you know, stuff like that. And so there's a machine that always comes up called Huff and Even More Puff, slot machine that comes up on that Reddit quite frequently. And people like either hate it or love it. And so they had that there at the casino, and I had plenty of time to kill. So I threw a hundo into Huff and Even More Puff, and this machine just kept turning $100 bills into $200 for me. Like it just would not stop making me money. It was crazy. I kept making money, and finally I went and lost a bunch of money at poker, came back, won some more money at this dumb slot machine.
You sit there and you puff it out. You puff it till you can't puff anymore, man.
But but I like playing poker, so I went and did that. But I'm not good at it, so I lost
money. He has no allegiance to anybody.
And then
we need to turn this place into a casino.
I've been wanting to do that.
That's where the money's at.
Do you know Osceola Sheriff Ivan Lopez? He's in jail right now for doing that.
Yeah,
but he got to do it for a little while.
Yeah,
and he made made
got too
millions with
greedy.
his wife. He made millions with his wife. I think she was the one.
I only
I'm
need
That's
like,
a wild story.
I'm kidding. I'm joking.
I only need like 700,000. Then I'll be good.
Let's
Then
do
I'll
it.
get out.
You
I
want to do
promise.
exactly the same thing? Let's do it.
Yeah, and then we'll give them boiled peanuts while they're
Yeah,
here.
complimentary, complimentary on the house.
By the way, if anybody wants to swing by any BDM or purchase boiled peanuts, cash only.
Yeah, I got a whole
do you give
name
out the
for it and
address?
everything. Yeah, no, don't give out the
Email
address.
us, we'll tell you the address.
If you know, you know.
Yeah,
Tom and Dan, Boiled Peanuts Casino, greasiest slots in town.
Yeah, salty winnings. There you go.
You win a red hot boiled peanuts.
They just fall out of the machine.
The boiling water. All right, Ross, are you going to be anywhere? Just call Mo.
Yeah, the Comedy Jam at the, not the Improv, what do they call it now, Dan? The Funny Bone.
Funny Bone.
On the 2nd of October. The show will be 8 p.m. Madison Bakish, Ricky Reyes, and Sean Finnerty.
There you go.
Go to justcallmo.com and get your tickets before it sells out. And we are going to switch over to the BDM show today, so we'll see you over there, and we'll see you next with more Corporate Time.
Perfect.
I realized I didn't need to say that because we are coming back.
Totally okay. Totally okay. 1 and 2. And let me switch us over.
Oh, I got back to town, and I was like, oh, it's so quiet and calm here. Compared to Miami, Miami's just all hustle and bustle.
Yeah, well, yeah.
All right,
There's
guys.
a lot of fucking people now.
We will be back. I'm going to kill this stream and get everything set. We'll be over on Facebook and probably